Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through Mad number 256, released July 1985. Our price, $1.25, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I want to say a hearty thank you to those people who support me on Patreon. James Harrington and Cam Hayden, two people brand new. Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead-Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much. I hope that I can keep earning your support. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can check that out. But if you want to support me in a easier way, a less financial capacity, you can just hit like. You can hit subscribe. And you can leave a comment on this video. Those are things that really help this channel grow. I'm shooting for 300 subscribers by May. My birthday's in May, and I want to hit 300 before my birthday. So if we could make that happen, that'd make me feel very good. With that, that's it. Boom. Overhead view. Let's get into this. This issue is actually part of a... I just filmed it, an unboxing, a mail call, and Bradford Smith, a friend of the show, I did a great interview with him. It was very interesting. He's just a great dude who loves Mad Magazine. You should check that out. But he hit me up after my last mail call with Kyle Bridget, and he was like, hey, I got some stuff to send. And he sent a lot of stuff. And so I think I'm going to be putting that out next Wednesday. But in the meantime, this cover jumped out to me because it's kind of ugly. I sort of hate it, but at the same time, I sort of like it. I don't know. This is what I don't understand. Is that so? The person who drew this, right? I don't know who it is. I have no idea. Maybe I could find out. It's Richard Williams. So Richard Williams did this. And it's small. There's this weird white border, right? And so that's, first off, weird, right? I mean, there were borders in the past for MAD, but they had designs on them, right? There was like that Kurtzman border, or the Elder. It was Will Elder designed that border around like when they first shifted into a magazine format. There was a border in the 90s, again, but there was design in it. This is just stark white. But if you look at this image, you'll notice that in the image itself, there's this huge strip of dead space. Presumably, that is where the actual MAD logo would go. So I'm almost certain if you scaled this up, it would actually look kind of good. You wouldn't have this weird thing. Look at the UPC thing, how it sort of overlaps right there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how this happened, but it happened. There are some fun things. One is I do like this gag. You know, it's like daisies or sunflowers on the carpet. He's watering it and screwing. He has this sort of like weird stance where it looks like he has to piss. And then there's the poyet right there. I don't know. It seems like it would have been cool. You could put all sorts of chicken fat in there. That's kind of disturbing. The dog head mounted. But, yeah, I don't know. And this also is somewhat disturbing is Dynasty. I'm unfamiliar with Dynasty. I think that was a soap opera. But Beverly Hills Cop, we have Eddie Murphy, character Axel Foley, and they have their teeth missing, just like Alfred E. Newman. But that's it, right? It's not Alfred E. Newman as these characters. It's these characters with a tooth missing. Anyway, let's get in. What? This was a fuck up, all right? This did they have somebody new on staff or something? Okay, first off, there's the cover, and then why didn't I notice that with this? Obviously now that explains that. And then the fold in is in the front. That is so bizarre. Now I have to go and check the issues before and after that to see if this is like a thing that happened. Very strange to put it. And look at, this is what else is strange, right? Usually you fold B into A. Well, no, it wasn't a mess up because look at, even the drawing is that way. Oh my gosh. Rent the tape. Something about Star Wars. I don't know. I'm just more baffled by this choice. Anyway, Die Nasty, a Mad TV satire. Oh, I forgot. Everybody wants to see my visage, my beautiful visage. So we have Die Nasty, Mort Drucker. That's always the safe bet. Jack Davis, the Mad Wrestling Primer. Al Jaffe, the Potter Zeeby Maneuver. That'll be fun. Potter Zeeby? Oh my gosh. You could get Potter Zeeby stickers by supporting me on Patreon and or Etsy. Links below. Anyway, Porn in the USA, a Mad Song parody. Obviously written by Frank Jacobs and drawn by Paul Coker. Paul Coker doing his very best caricature. Dave Berg's The Lighter Side Of. And Beverly Hills Cop Out. We'll say Angelo Torres, right? When did this? 85? That's, yeah, that probably makes sense, that lineup. Okay. I like this letter section already, if that counts for anything. Oop. Here, let's zoom in a little bit. I thought you'd like to see this cartoon from the Boston Globe. That's it. Just wanted to send that to you. Boys Just Want to Be George. In the Tom Hatchman's Boy Just Want to Be George, you forgot one, Boy Georgia. My sketch is enclosed. Oh my gosh. What is this? The Mad Minute. As we've been saying all along, the Mad Minute is an ongoing series of alleged funny radio routines performed by Mad writer Dick DiBartolo. Some of the stations who now have the Mad Minute are now listed below. If your favorite station isn't playing it yet, send us their name and address, and we'll send them the tape. The Mad Minute. I wonder, let's see, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Ohio, North Carolina. Oh, Minnesota isn't among them. Whoa, Montana, it's huge. I wonder if a lot of these were like owned by the same people. Wow, that one, did that happen? I know like now, you know, radio station, like ever since I was a young man, like Clear Channel owned a bunch of radio stations, and now they still own a bunch of radio stations. So yeah, I don't know. Lots of ad space. It was a slow week for letters. Die Nasty. The 80s were an odd time because that was like, there was all sorts of soap operas that were incredibly popular, right? Like Dallas was one of them. Dynasty was one of them. And I don't know. People just kept watching them. But I know about it. I just don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? I know of it, but I know really any information on it. Wait a second. Was I correct about this? Mort Drucker artist, Lou Silverstone writer. It is kind of interesting to see the number of writers who have done these and compared to the number of artists who have done the parodies, because there's a lot of artists who have done it and not as many. No, there's a lot of writers that have done it, but fewer artists. At least that's how I perceive it. One finding. We know this is going to be good. I was going to say offensive, but maybe not. The worst one was when it's like they're poking the baby with the needles. Needs a little something. Oh, crap. Drop a little Baby Explorer in there. Here we have the Mad Wrestling Primer. Pro football is slipping in popularity because the guys in charge have decided to cut down on the violence. They've even made it illegal to dance after creaming an opponent. And our other violent sport, hockey, is also cleaning up its act. It's cutting down on fighting, and a player can be suspended just for conking somebody with his stick. So fans have been looking elsewhere for their sports entertainment, and they are turning in increasing numbers to that old standby, wrestling. Chapter 1. Okay, hold on. Okay, writer Lou Silverstone. See the people standing on line. That's an East Coast thing, isn't it? Standing on line. People in the Midwest don't say that. We say you're standing in line. See the people standing on line? It's a long, long, long line. There are doctors and lawyers online. There are artists and writers online. There are teachers and brokers online. They are waiting to buy tickets to a wrestling match. Do they enjoy wrestling because they like violence and bloodshed? No. They claim to like to watch the wrestling for the laughs. They also claim they read Playboy for the interviews. I don't really understand the setup of this, right? Like, see the man. Was this like a common way of writing back then? I don't know. But look at these. Piper for president. Rowdy Piper? Was he wrestling in the 80s? Yeah, probably. Look at this guy, though. This guy's beautiful. He's got that weird, like he's a human, but he has like that bull nose ring. Oh, man. Nobody's better than Jack Davis. Oh, yeah, look at. Here's Andre the Giant. Was that Sergeant Slaughter or something? I forget his name. I'm so bad with all their names. I was more of a 90s wrestling guy. But I mean, these illustrations are just beautiful. See the wrestlers on TV? They look like two fat slobs, but the announcer says they're in great shape. They aren't doing anything but falling on top of each other. But the announcer makes their match sound like World War III. Is there something wrong with the announcer's eyes? No, he can see very well. He can see himself on the unemployment line if he tells it like it is. That's sort of, there's this radio show, I think it's national on NPR, Live from Somewhere. And Tom Papa does this thing where he's like, he tells these stories as he's traveling around America. And this sort of sounds like his cadence sounds like this. He has that sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's amusing, I think. I think I'm amused by it. Here's some beautiful George Woodbridge art. George Woodbridge, like this is, you know what bothers me about this? How dark it is. I don't like that. Raising money with other forms of legalized gambling. I think I'm just going to kind of move. Here we go. The MAD emergency barf-inducing technique. The Potter-Zeebe method. It is first important that you determine if the Potter-Zeebe maneuver. Did I say method? How do I read this stuff so wrong? The Potter-Zeebe. Okay, enough. If it is first important that you determine if the Potter-Zeebe maneuver is necessary, smacking the victim upside their head while screaming something along the lines of "Schmuck, did you just drink that bottle of Woolite?" usually clears up this question swiftly and effectively. If it is determined that the Potter-Zeebe maneuver is required, act quickly and calmly. Follow each of the steps listed below for professional results. Immediately clear the room of all your valuable and or stainable possessions. The Potter-Zeebe method never fails. I'm skipping a lot of this. Step 2, using the 97 inches of strong... Oh, this... What you'll need. All right, let's see. Let's see what we'll need. I'm going to zoom in. One victim, one sturdy chair, 97 inches of strong rope, several $100s in cash, one television set, color, video cassette recorder with remote control, one stereo system with cassette deck, LL Bean raincoat with matching duck boots, your size, one bullhorn, at least one ladies' magazine, one official Boy Scout compass. All right, so you get rid of all this stuff. Step 2, using the 97 inches of strong rope, tie the victim securely to a sturdy chair in the center of the room, facing northwest. Loosen the shirt collar and remove his shoes, or vice versa. Loosen his shoes and remove his shirt collar, I think that would mean. Run down to the nearest shopping mall and purchase one of everything that has a Smurf on it, clothing, lunchboxes, etc. Encircle them in the victim. And Step 4, turn on the stereo and pop in an endless loop cassette of Debbie Boone singing "You Light Up My Life." All right. One copy of Good Housekeeping or Reader's Digest. Turn to the article on Marie Osmond, in which Marie tells of the joys of being a mother and how she's glad she waited until she was married to refer to her husband by his first name. Using a bullhorn, read the entire article out loud to the victim. Step 6. The victim should now begin to be disoriented and show signs of ready to heave-ho. Using the remote controls, pop in a previously recorded tape of any Miss America pageant. Oh my gosh. Step Y. This is my favorite step, I think. Pick up the current issue of Mad Magazine, either alone or with the same friend who helps you roll up the wall-to-wall carpeting back in step number 1. Act out all parts of Dave Berg's lighter side of, directly in front of the victim. Warning, Mad assumes no responsibility should you elect to use this extreme measure. Oh, gosh. So here is, I'm not going to sing this one. Just because my family is still awake. But this is the, know what's fast becoming the most popular U.S. indoor pastime? The hottest pastime in the following song will tell you. Porn in the USA. I'm not gonna read this out loud. But this might be Frank Jacobs' greatest work. Also, I was correct on this artist and on this one, obviously. Obviously correct on that. That's a gimme. This might be the first day that I go 6 for 6 if you are keeping score. Here we go. Let's give him a shot. Let's give my homie Dave Berg a shot. Crime. Hello, police. My clothing store was just held up by some rotten crook. Try to calm down. What's the address? 114 Main Street. Can you describe the thief? I don't remember the face, but one thing's for sure. He was 42 long. Listen, okay, I kind of do like that one. You know how you go in to buy a suit and they always try to guess, right? And I wear a 42 long. So that hits a little close to home, you know? One fine Tuesday morning, uptown. Get a job. Oh, please tell me that's the punchline. I will be somewhat disappointed if I turn this and it continues, because this would be the best end. Perfect. Don Martin, this is your greatest work. Get a job. And he did it. He went and got a job. Perfect. Join MAD's Trendy Book of the Month Club. This month's Trendy Book Club selection. Jane Fonda's workout book for dwarves, leopards, and cross-country bus drivers. The Andy Rooney book, and still yet a teeny little smidgen more from Annie Rooney. God damn, I can't read. 1001 Searing Sexual Fantasies by Leon Plunge. Here we go. I like this because I like art. I don't know if you know this, but I'm cultured. You know, I'm like yogurt. I'm cultured. Reach out and touch someone. AT&T, our creation is divine. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Okay, I don't get this one. First the scope, then the kiss. Va-va-voom. You know what I'm saying? Rodan. Rodan? Wait, isn't that... I think I might be getting that name wrong because I think Rodan is a... it's a creature from Godzilla. What am I thinking? I'm thinking how squeezably soft Charmin is. And then I used up the last roll yesterday. Here we have the MAD practical driving test. More Paul Coker artwork here. If you suddenly realize that you're driving the wrong way on a one-way street, you should A, start driving backward a whole lot faster than the oncoming traffic is moving forward. B, prepare to tell the policeman that you're from England, where driving rules are all the opposite of ours. Or C, switch to the lane reserved for oncoming buses and start to pray that you're on a route that has a lousy, infrequent service. I would say drive backwards. That's probably what I would do. 12. If you decide to park in a space that's marked with this symbol, A, prepare to tell the judge that you thought the sign meant absolutely no unicycle parking. So stupid. B, tell anybody who glares at you that your disability doesn't show because it's mental and dangerous. C, immediately put the hood up so you can claim that your car is disabled, even if you're not. Who wrote this? Tom Koch? Bravo, dude. That was very good. A face only a mugger could. MAD gets mask. Special bonus. Idea Harvey Kurtzman and Will Elder. Oh my gosh. That is disturbing. Pastimes for nerds. Okay, listen, guys. Can I be honest with you for a second? Do you know why I blew by that one so quickly? Because I don't actually get the joke. I'm going to have to look it up. Goetz. Bernie? Is that Bernard Getz? Okay. God, this is a fucked up joke. Getz. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Web browser. On December 22nd, 1984, 4 teens, Barry Allen, Troy Canty, Daryl Caby, James Rismore, were shot and wounded by Bernard Getz. Getz surrendered to police 9 days later and was charged with attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and several firearms offenses. Initially, Getz was viewed by most as a victim and by some as a vigilante, as he received widespread public recognition and support. They refused to indict Getz on the more serious charges. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go back to the overhead. So this is the Getz mask. This is the Bernie Getz mask. Wear this and no mugger will mess with you. Peter Paul Porges. I love Peter Paul Porges. I love his art, even if I don't understand it. Pastimes for nerds. Tree tug of war. Arm wrestling with an ironing board. Drip drop sing along. Unicycle to a drive-in movie. That is some stuff a nerd would do for sure. Ooh, twister dodging. One-man touch football. And full body apple dunking. None of those are all that funny, but I did enjoy the art. Oh, look at this. Sam Viviano. That's fun. Look at him, man. I love Sam Viviano's stuff. It's a treat. It's really a treat. Let me tell you, it's a treat to be so used to like going through these and seeing Mort Drucker and the other guy. Can't remember his name. And then to see this, it's just such a change. I love his style so very much. I really, really do. I think it's great. I like the way he does faces and how all the faces have these like little cheeks that jut out so much. And yet they all still look like the people they're supposed to look like. Even if that person doesn't have that, it still works really well. Mad's really perplexing mysteries of life. Now that everybody in Western civilized world knows Howard Cosell has a toupee, why does he still wear it? This is the guy from, what is it? The Mystery Island? What? I forget. Was the Ayatollah Khomeini any fun when he was a kid? Probably. He probably had fun. Everybody was a kid once. One Friday evening downtown. Uh-oh. Oh, so a ticket too. This is my husband's car. He'll do something drastic. I'm sorry, lady. How was your day, dear? Oh, bad news. There was a crash on Wall Street. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. This is... Oh, my goodness. That is brilliant. Don Martin. Don Martin doesn't usually get me to laugh that much. Oh, who is this? Was I correct? Angelo Torres. You guys, this is, I have to say, hold on, before I do this, I got to check. Boom. Mort Drucker. Yes, 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 yes. I was right on all of these. First time. 6 for 6. Are you kidding me? This is historic. The Trivia Pursuit Survival Kit continued. If you liked these, remember there are 6,000 Trivial Pursuit questions that everybody knows the answers to by now. Wait a second. Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so while the Trivia Pursuit craze lasts, isn't it Trivial Pursuit? Or is that like a joke that I just never got? While the Trivia Pursuit craze lasts, please accept our condolences in this attempt to cash in on the craze. Okay, who boasts over 50 billion served? Okay, then the answers are Joan Collins. Okay. I just don't. Who is the last American president to die in office? Jimmy Carter. What? Whose nose is bigger, Barbra Streisand, Carl Malden, or Jamie Farr? Pick 'em. What is Secret Agent James Bond's number? Klondike 5 1878. If no answer, Klondike 5 7713. All right, these are all dumb, but that's funny though. I mean, you could make these, right? If you were really into Trivial Pursuit, throw those in there. Screw with some people. Anyway, this is issue number 256. Released July 1985. And that's it. That was kind of a fast issue. But thank you so much for watching. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe. If you have an issue you want to request me to go through, let me know in the comments below, and I will put it on the stack. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Toodaloo.